Hi, it is iYikkam time again. So today is the May 2nd, 2017, and many of you have already seen the April 27, 2017, the match competitions between the MMA and the Tai Chi. And you can see what is reality. Does the Jing, the Jing play, like internal Jing, Yi, and Qi play any significant role there in the competitions? There's reality, okay? Everybody can see, look at the facts. And from this video of the competitions, we can see that General Qi Guang 1560 is telling the truth. The whole bottom line is momentum. Okay. So today I'd like to share with you on more on momentum of Wing Chun based on 1840. Okay. And in my t-shirt, I wear this t-shirt. The t-shirt here, it wrote down there, long coming, short receive, naturally, or with this to close in or to shoot in. And then this is our Lai Lao Hui Song usual quit. Okay. This quit, the top one, long coming, short receive, is extremely important for Wing Chun because it set the platform of the short strike. Okay. Now people will question me. And actually, there are many people who question me. Say, "Oh, are you copy from this guy, from that guy, from YouTube?" Well, I tell you where I get it from. Number one, Qi Guang 1560 clearly listed the short strike. Number two, 1784 Shaolin short strike, clearly write down. Okay, so let me show you here this in this page of this book. Okay, so here it said 短打胜长拳何也 Okay, 短打胜长拳何也 It is asking the question, so how can a short strike defeat the long fist? Okay, and here the first one here, which is try to explain how does it work. He said 长来短接贯入身 or 长来短接易入身. That is what is here. Long coming, short receive, close in with this, or naturally close in, or habitually close in. So where did I copy? I copy here. Did I follow anybody? Anybody accord to this, I take it. Anybody don't accord to this, I don't need it. Why? Because 1560s, 1784, we know this clearly what it is. What is a short strike? If Wing Chun is going to call itself the short strike art, or the sticking body short strike, or Tip Sam Din Da, as everybody calling it, one better follow this. Go by book, okay? And as I always say that I careless who said what, or what is the relationship of who to what, or which grandmaster. It have to go by books. Why? Because one cannot just simply, I believe, I think, my opinion. Have anybody really investigate in? That is the bottom line. Otherwise, you're gonna screw up the whole entire next generations and beyond. Okay? That's how serious it is. So you can give me $1 billion, I will not take this thing down, because this first line is the one dictate what is the short strike and why short strike can defeat long fist. This book, I don't see it translated yet into English. Somebody need to go translate it, okay? The Qi Ji Guang book, there are some translation there, but get a good translation. This one, get it, okay? Now, so let's settle this. The core of Wing Chun is a short strike, period, okay? Whatever argument, whatever, I don't want to hear it anymore, because it's no point to waste more time of Wing Chuners, okay? Today I'd like to talk to you or share with you on something which is in Wing Chun we missed it, okay? And it is writing in the 1840 iYikkam Siu Lim Tao Kit. This is a writing of my brother. He copied it. I have different versions. Different people copy it. This is my brother's version. It's not my handwriting. Anybody can go double check the handwriting. It's not my handwriting. Okay. And let's see what is it written in the Wing Chun Kit. Okay. Over here. Okay. Over here it says, 练习习之. When you practice, you should know this, okay? Or you must know this. He said, 眼要对手, your eye has to follow your hand. Then 手要对心, your hand has to follow your heart. 手从心发, your hand is issued from your heart, okay? 一丝不扣, everything has to be synchronized. And today we know the so-called issue from heart is not actually the physical issue from heart. This is the target. If I want to strike something here, I need to use this to target and my strike come. Okay? That is what it said, that it has to be synchronized really precise and accurately. 一丝不扣. Okay? Now, that is the basic of 用中手中, using center and gut center. Okay, that is what it is. It's not like what usually people talk about. Oh yeah, my hand has to be punched from here and so forth. Okay, this is talk about how to use strength in Wing Chun. It's very carefully. That's why in Wing Chun we know we have to face our opponent. Okay, that's different saying of we face opponent. Okay. That is the Kin Chong Samfa. Okay, now how to use strength. Now the next part is what is missing. Okay, for in general, and it is this. Over here, it says 一伸一缩，柔中带刚，刚中而柔. He said, at the contracting and expanding, they are soft within hard and hard within soft. Okay? And then he said, 直视静如平波，动如翻江. So it's like when it's quiet, it is like the surface of the lake, the surface of the lake. And when it moves, it is like a tidal wave. Okay? So, let's get into when it is quiet, it is as the surface of the lake. It means that even the surface of the lake is not still. It is still some waving, okay? It is not that fixed there. And then when it moves, it's like a tidal wave. So it is saying that the art is actually a dynamic art. It never stands still there. Okay? Now, the key today I'd like to share with you is this 一伸一缩. 一伸一缩, 柔中带刚, 刚中而柔. Okay? 一伸一缩 is meaning that one contract, at the expanding, within soft there's hard, within hard there's soft. So how the heck are we talking about this within soft and hard? Within soft there's hard, within hard there's soft. Think about this. It is a momentum play. Okay, it is a momentum play. This is actually referred as 身法 and 步法. Your body and your your footwork, okay? So it is a momentum, okay? So when you have this momentum, you actually always need to convert between kinetic energy and potential energy. So when you contract, you get one type of energy, and then when you expand, you get another type of energy, converting between potential and kinetic energy to actually to drive that, or to power or to energize that momentum, okay? So you have this contract and extend, which is exchange between potential energy and kinetic energy to power the momentum. That's what he talked about, okay? So the first, this Queen Chong San Fat, using the meaning that the fifth issue from heart, the first fifth issue from heart is talking about how to use strength, how to target strength in Wing Chun, okay? The second, talk about the contracting and expanding. It is how to handle the entire body, the body and the footwork, okay? So you have a string and contracting and expanding, okay, or extending, okay, or expanding. And then it shows that when one is in action, the entire thing is dynamic, okay, dynamic. So like the water, the surface in the lake and the tidal wave, it never stops, okay? Now, the key here is the contract and expanding, okay? In our ancient China, contract meaning 虚静, build up your energy. Expand, okay, is actually releasing the energy. So you have a ball, or let's say a coil, a spring coil. You compress it, it builds out the energy, and then you release it, it shoots out. It does have another type of energy, so it becomes a potential and kinetic, those things, okay, in terms of physics. Now, this part is missing because most is standing still, and in general, most never even heard about this, okay? But in short strike, because it is saying that long coming, short receive, close in or shoot in, that shoot in need this contract and expanding to support it, to fulfill it, to realize it, to implement it. Without this training, forget about it. So today, I like to share with you what is this contracting and extending is about. This is about a reality of handling body and the footwork, okay? And this is actually continuity of what I'm talking about, the lower forefoot meltdown, okay? Because the lower forefoot is not trained to stand there in the iYikkam. And this is what I like to show you, okay? To share with you. Now, the easiest way to understand the contract and extending in the concrete, and the easiest thing in the reality is doing this. Everybody know how to do it. You notice my body is like a coil, contract extending. That is a simple momentum handling via the contracting and extending. And if you see, usually in the practice and in the real fight, it is going to contract, shoot in, contract, shoot in, shoot in, contract, shoot in. The whole body is keeping doing that. Go watch any MMA or any competitions. Okay, one need that to shoot in, that build out the energy. This is called 蓄劲. Okay, build out the energy to use the energy to shoot it. Okay, so we can go ahead, train the iYikkam this way for entire life, and then go punch this one for entire life. But if you want, we don't even train the most basic of knowing this body, contract and expanding. There's no way we can handle even basic momentum. Okay? So, for example, this is the middle door between two hands. This is his leg. This is the side door. Okay? The reality is, I want to long coming, short receive, close in. I'm not going to talk about this front door first because it's more complicated. Say I want to go side door here. Okay? There's no way I walk in like that. That's not realistic. The realistic thing is coil in, get in. Okay? So, do it slow motion so you can see. Coil in, shoot in already. Strike, coil, strike. Your body going through all this contract and extending. Okay? So this is just shoot in from here. And there's so many things is depend on the coil and extending. So for example, really simple one. As when we see usually people train in the fighting is the feet, the contract or the bouncings is actually synchronized, up and down synchronized. Okay, so that is what the quid of the 1840 iYikkam should talk about. You have to have that synchronized, otherwise you cannot shoot in. How can you shoot in without the build up the energy? And if you build up the energy, you shoot in. You need to build another energy, and at everything you have to strike there. Okay, so it's synchronized the entire thing. You're not going to stand like that. Punch, punch, punch. You're going to punch him, chasing or turning, those kind of stuff. That is what is taught in the quid. And of course, going this, there's a side door is in the easier way. If I want to get into this front door, okay, if I want to get the front door, I slip in, I have to watch out for this and watch out for this and get hit. The whole body has to go up and down. So, to make it really simple, that gives a feeling of how to handle the body and the leg. Without that, forget about reality. Reality is that you have the kinetic energy and potential energy exchange. Wing Chun do not live in some vacuum world. Wing Chun live in the same world as everybody, governed by the law of physics. Not just stand there. Not just hold on this thing and that. It has to be able. Okay? And then the techniques is the short strike techniques, meaning that we get to get in. Okay? So, this is what I like to share with you today. Contract and extending is needed. That is like a coil. You build all the energy so you can shoot. And when after you shoot, you need to build all the energy. That's human body. Okay? This is the part of reality which we need to restore. Let's not get sidetracked by those qing, internal, qi, gym, all those kind of stuff. This is right in front of our eyes. If we don't know this, our body is not conditioned with this, forget about the reality. Okay? We cannot even get in. We cannot even shoot in. So, and again, this one, even jump like that. You need stamina. You cannot be, oh, I do slowly. Qigong. You need even stamina for this. Not to mention when you want to get in here. And that's again why I get this this fighting simulator, because I want to get in. I want to handle the whole entire Eastern Eastward string and extend the Shui Jing. Okay? There are many things in short strike, many things in the grip. And what I share with you today is very critical to face the reality. So this is for you today.